This is Steve Colano, and this is Confidential Remarks. Over the last few decades, billions of dollars have poured into real estate technology, making it easier to scroll through high-res photos of beautiful homes. Yet despite all that innovation, buyers are still effectively buying blind, making the largest financial decisions of their lives with incomplete data. The entire industry is currently fighting a war over a tiny sliver of the customer journey, the final 20%. They all compete for the exact moment a consumer starts searching for a house and contacts an agent. Once you enter that final phase, your choices are often narrowed for you. You're guided through sales funnels and fed polished marketing spin designed to trigger a transaction rather than address your underlying financial goals. Current real estate platforms are structurally limited because they optimize for the deal. They prioritize the sheer speed of the transaction over the quality of the decision you are actually making. This imbalance is a classic case of information asymmetry. Sellers, platforms, and agents hold the critical data and understand the hidden market motives, while you are left to make a multi-$100,000 decision based on what they choose to show you. Solving this doesn't require a slightly better search portal. It requires a mechanism that targets the specific gaps in what consumers are allowed to know, delivering the same level of market intelligence to the buyer that has historically been reserved for insiders. To fix the market, the focus has to shift away from building better search engines and toward engineering a dedicated decision engine. The engine begins with a consumer decision profile, mapping your motivations, risk tolerance, and constraints as a personalized baseline. Instead of competing with search giants, our architecture wraps around them. It acts as a processing layer, filtering chaotic market feeds into a structured, objective format. When a property is fed into the system, the marketing language is stripped away. The engine evaluates the actual financial leverage of the home and identifies hidden risks or neighborhood variables that a standard listing might ignore. By reordering the process, a glossy property listing is converted into an objective framework, one that is calibrated strictly to your unique financial reality. Even with perfect property data, there is a larger gap. Choosing the professional who guides you. Currently, agents are often selected based on brand recognition or referrals rather than measurable performance. This dossier represents a shift toward objective scores. Here, professionals are evaluated using the same rigor as a financial analyst or a credit report. This means tracking production history, transparent fee structures, and compliance records. It provides a clear view of an agent's expertise before you ever sign an agreement. The system then takes your consumer decision profile and matches it with the proven strengths of an advisor, ensuring your guide is actually equipped for your specific move. Removing self-promotion from agent selection and relying on objective performance data directly rebalances the power dynamic between the industry and the consumer. This technology is driven by a simple question. What would a buyer do if they had access to the same information as the professionals? In this ecosystem, you aren't being pushed through a funnel. You have the tools to evaluate trade-offs and the information required to act with confidence. As more participants use this objective framework, the network effects increase. The system naturally rewards transparency, which in turn reinforces accountability for every advisor on the platform. While software features can be copied, an architecture built on verified data and objective matching is much harder to replicate. It creates a baseline of trust that the current search and transaction model lacks. By engineering a consumer real estate operating system built on objective intelligence, we aren't just adjusting an old model. We are defining a new category for the market. This has been Confidential Remarks.